Howdy gamers, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well. About a month ago, I made a video and it was called The Feeling to Have Finally Made It. And that was just kind of a video where I was saying, hey, I really appreciate all that's happening because the channel kind of started blowing up and it felt really good. The time I made that video, I think I just hit 3,000 subscribers and the channel was blowing up. And I was kind of talking about like, oh, all I'm really happy about the fucking channel, happy of all what's going. But since I made that video about a month and a half ago or so, I'm now at 13,000 subs and it's going up pretty fast again. So I wanted to, about every single month, create an update on the channel, about me personally, about all that's happened in the channel for the last month and going forward. Since then, the Funny Mike video is at over 400,000 views. How to make your mic as dog shit as possible is over 400. How to make it as loud as possible, I think it's 40,000. The one I just uploaded, I think 2 days ago. Ultimate Funny Mike Guide's at like 4,000 already. So this channel has become an odd one where a lot of the times I would make a video and it doesn't do well on release at all. In fact, I can never look at my first 24 to 48 hour statistics as being anything important at all, because a lot of times they'll start doing really well at random up to like 2 weeks to a month after I even release them. And a lot of people PM me about my Operation Fuck William videos, where they're like, why are you making so many videos about the same thing when they're obviously not doing well? And I kind of wanted to at least talk in a video to explain my sort of motivation to why I choose to make certain things. And it's that absolutely none of what I make is sort of trying to guess what's going to do well. You also never want to chase after the YouTube algorithm because it's just a drunk guy shooting hoops. Because when I do that, I feel like it'd leave me into the trouble of like, I don't want to be like a one-hit wonder kind of meme. Where it's like, if I hyper focus on guides and stuff like that, then I'm doing something I don't quite enjoy as much as just normal commentary stuff. And it would lead me into this rabbit hole of always kind of just being that meme from that video. So you'll know if you're on my streams that most of the time when people ask me to do the funny mic, I don't, right? And that's because I got bored of it really quick. I actually kind of like audio stuff and I like making guides, but actually like loud equals funny isn't my thing at all. I just like I like audio stuff and I think it's a fun little thing, and that's why in the videos I'm only like making a really loud noise like really obnoxiously for about a couple seconds, because I think anything longer than that it becomes really annoying for the majority of people. Now obviously there's like people who like Wizard Jensen, but even like J-Shot I think did it quite well, where he would bust it out for a couple of seconds and almost immediately go back, and I tried to learn from that. Because right now like almost all of my channel's attentions are from those videos, trying to understand that I'm not going to beat a dead horse, and almost like the video I made yesterday, and I'm just gonna let that be a thing. And with the Ultimate Funny Mike video was that I'm gonna kind of let the Funny Mike stuff die now. I made all of what I wanted to make, and then I wrapped it all up in a one finale, kind of this is all of them combined, and now I have absolutely no intention to come back to it. I love it, it's absolutely to thank for the majority of all the success that happened on this channel, but at the same time, I have no intention to come back to it right now. Not that I won't make guides later. Obviously, I don't know, it's like, I think like my style of doing guides is so weird and primarily comedy based, and there's not a lot of stuff like that, and guides seem to feed into the YouTube algorithm. So like maybe I'll do guides in the future, but when it comes to funny mic stuff, I'm done. I'm done with that. I think it ran its course. I have a lot to thank for it, but overall, I'm getting kind of finished with that stuff. Another thing I want to talk about, the Operation Fuck Williams series. I don't actually make my videos for them to do well, right? And this is what I try to tell a lot of people, but I try to also lead by example in a way. And I think that series is a really good thing, because I have helped now I think about 75 people through DMs, and I've gotten massive links on how I think they can improve their YouTube channel. Because I had this thing where it's like, I'll absolutely like criticize the shit out of your channel, just PM me on Discord and I'll try to help you out. And I've done this to a very large amount of people now. And I've in turn learned a lot of stuff myself. I think I've actually learned way more than I've been able to teach anyone else. And that was a lot of times, it was actually quite selfishly motivated. Even though I was kind of able to help others, still was able to help me far more. And so I made the Operation Fuck Williams series, and it did really, really bad just by views, but I don't really give a shit. I enjoyed making it. When I was about 16 years old, which is pretty far away from my political views now, I actively did debate. So I was able to kind of like have documentation of when I was younger on my certain political or moral beliefs. And now I'm almost like an entirely different human than when I was younger. I think over time everyone changes. Me, I've changed so drastically much since I was younger that I'm honestly completely a different human than I used to be. And so I really wanted to talk in great lengths about my personal morals and politics, and so that way I can kind of look on in the future. I can look in the past about what I really thought now. And I don't think there's anything I've made on this channel or live stream that comes even remotely close to as representative of my actual non-meme political and moral beliefs in those 9 videos we're able to go into. And it also was able to showcase a particular person, which I found incredibly interesting, even though I agree with almost nothing he said. And it also gave me a great deal because it was such long amounts of speaking that it gave me a great, because this is hours and hours and hours of practice on my spoken ability. Because something I really noticed when I started doing YouTube, and a part of this is mental, is that my spoken word, my speaking abilities are quite poor. And I still think they're bad, but those gave me a really good opportunity to hear myself talk in great deals amount of time and recognize my certain issues I have speaking, which a lot of them, pausing is okay because I can be edited out, but I'll say certain things like and these certain filler things that actually have no meaning whatsoever. Oh fuck, I just did it. And so I can try to capitalize on making those better and also enunciating my words and reading things more clearly. Enunciating my words and reading things more clearly. Also, when I'm recording a lot, I'll also fuck up and say, oh shit, sorry. Who the fuck am I apologizing to? I'm listening to this. I don't give a shit. So a lot of weird peculiarities to my speech that I was been able to work on. And over time, I hope this will get better. So I kind of feel like I talked about in the past and gone more in depth on my certain actions that I feel like I've been asked about a lot and I've not gone into. And currently, presently, what I'm working very hard on is to get all of my stuff done with the university, so that way, and I'm going to do a lot of eBay stuff as soon as I'm done making this video, so that way I can start streaming again. I started streaming, it was going pretty well, and I cut cold turkey, and that really sucks, because I had 7 people sub, and while that isn't a crazy amount, still, people were really wanting to support the stream, and I just kind of cut cold turkey. By the way, I will be streaming on twitch.tv/JesterJones. I'm not actually quite sure what game I'm going to be playing, but regardless of what I'm playing, the gameplay won't be the main focus, it'll be me interacting with the chat. Feel free to join, even if you don't personally like the game you might see me playing, because a lot of them are probably going to be old MMOs, just because I just love streaming that. I think I want to mainly stick to playing MMOs, particularly older MMOs, just because I found myself enjoying streaming those a lot. So I'm working very hard in real life so that way I can actually start streaming regularly. I plan on streaming about 3 hours a day in the afternoon for 5 days a week and then 8 hours for 2 days. My work schedule is kind of up in the air, but I'm going full time in work, and I'm going to try to stream a little under 30 hours of streaming every week, and I'm going to try to do YouTube, and I'm going to be busy with eBay. So I'm going to try to be fairly productive in every single waking second I have. And that's on top of going to the gym again, and I'm trying to eat better, and I've really kind of gotten my shit together pretty well these last week or two, really this last month or two. And a big part of that's in YouTube and streaming. I'm really hyper focused on trying to spend as much time as possible on YouTube and streaming, because I feel like it's really my calling. I almost feel, I know it's hard to say because so many people are lost in life and they don't really know what to do, and I had a lot of things that I'm yeah, I think I'll do alright doing this, and you kind of settle, I think, as a lot of people do as they mature, and that's kind of what I was doing with programming, even though I still continue to do that in the future if I'm able to free up more time. But I really figured out hey, I've got a genuine chance at doing something I actually really care about. This is my calling. So in the future, in the next month, expect to see a lot more from me, especially with streaming. So yeah, I'm sorry if this video was very boring. It's definitely not as emotional as the I finally made it video, but I really wanted to make a video about once a month, even if it's fairly boring, about all of the things that happened the last month, are going on right now, and as I plan on doing in the future. So have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Have a good one.